Good day, everyone. My name is Anupama. Networking is very important and pivotal in the world these days. First of all, initially to entrepreneurship, but also in the corporate world as well. And in order to initiate a very new sector and aspect in networking in Sri Lanka, we are celebrating the International Networking Week on the first week of February 2014, and which is organized by the Business Network International, also known as BNI. And today we are going to discuss what BNI is all about. And to represent the organization, I have with me Mr. Marjan A. Manzil, who is the National Director for BNI Sri Lanka and Maldives. And we also have Brigadier P.A. Jayawardena, a well-known personality in Sri Lanka. He is the Regional Director of BNI. He is also well-known as the President of the Trinity College Rugby Union. Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine.
How are you feeling today? Is everything that's going on about the International Week of Networking going on really well? Are you enjoying the process? Because I heard that you initially introduced BNI to Sri Lanka, and how has been the response so far? Is everything going really well these days?
Yeah, everything is going well, under control.
Okay, so you're looking forward to a successful week.
Yeah, we will be celebrating our day on the 7th of February.
Okay.
At 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
All right.
All are welcome to join this session.
Okay, so anyone who is interested in referral networking is welcome at Galadari Hotel, is it?
Yes.
All right, good. So to start off, everybody must be wondering what BNI is all about. So can you please introduce to our viewers what BNI is and elaborate a little bit about its history?
Yes. BNI stands for Business Network International. It's our brand of the company. BNI, if you see the letters itself, is a unique letter form.
Yeah.
Is BNI.
Yeah.
So there's a beautiful history behind these three letters, BNI. The founder chairman, Dr. Ivan Meissner, who after completing his PhD from the Southern California University, when he was just 28 years old young man, was finding it difficult to generate business for his freelance marketing consulting company.
All right.
So then he had this idea, business networking and referral marketing and a whole lot of concepts there. So he invited some of his friends for a meeting. Come, let me talk to you all about this concept that I have.
Okay.
So he had about 20 people attending the meeting. And then he had only one-page document that he had developed at that time, which is our agenda. Even right now we have the same agenda in our meeting. So he trained them on the agenda, and then he introduced all the businesses, and to see that a lot of people were getting business in that chapter. Then there was a lady in California, you heard about this Dr. Ivan Meissner, who started a organization like this, and their business is booming. But we have a policy, even as it is now, from any trade or profession in a chapter, we take only one person. If somebody is a marketing consultant, no second person can join as a marketing consultant. Then Dr. Ivan himself did not have an idea to expand it at that point. So he told the lady, very sorry, we already have your profession represented. She came third time, second time, third time. And somehow I want to join this. I heard about all the stories about BNI, how you all are doing well. Why don't you start another one, another chapter? She shouted at him. He's a very intelligent guy at 28 years old. And he said, yeah, that's a good idea. So why don't you bring some of your friends? I will train you all. We'll form the second group. So at the 1985 early stage, he had only one chapter. At the end of 85, he had 20 chapters in California.
Wow, okay.
Then there was a Canadian who was there as a visitor. Somebody who came for the meeting. He came first time and second visit also, because we allowed 2 free visits for any visitor who wants to come and see what's happening at the BNI meeting. So he asked Dr. Ivan, can I take this to Canada? Till at that point, he didn't have an international concept.
So basically he wanted to have this homegrown organization, but
yeah.
Ultimately it became an international organization, isn't
So
it?
then that particular person took as a national director, he was
Right.
made national director to Canada.
Right.
Then there was a visitor from UK
Okay.
who came to Canada to see his brother. That brother was doing a training thing in the BNI.
Right.
So he said, why don't you take this to UK? His brother was a shoemaker or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Shoe manufacturer. So he didn't want to do that. He didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah.
So after 2 years he came again to Canada to see his brother only. And then he was taken to the meeting again. At that point it clicked.
Yeah.
Now outside US, UK is the largest
All right.
operation in the world
Right.
with 13,000 members.
Mm-hmm.
And in the US of course 65,000. Now worldwide we have about 200,000 members.
Mm-hmm.
It's in all over the continent now, like all the countries. Sri Lanka is the 56th country that we have launched.
Wow.
So that's very important, and now I think in Sri Lanka we will go very well.
Yeah.
We had a lot of referrals passed in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have a referral which was given to an Indian visitor who came for one of our meetings. It's over $4 million.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Another local visitor who came,
Mm-hmm.
we gave a export business to US, which is rubber-based mattresses,
Okay.
natural rubber-based
Yeah.
mattresses, millions of dollars order. That is in pending now.
Okay.
So we also recently had a chat with the director at the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises, and we explained to that lady, is a lady, and we said we can help your local business people for the export market very easily. We have something called BNI Connect,
Okay.
which each chapter has to pay a small amount, something like $15, and get connected listed in the BNI Connect, and they can go and search for any members in any business in any part of the world.
Okay.
It's on target. So likewise, local business can reach globally.
All right. So anyone who is connected to BNI can actually reach anybody else in the world through this BNI Connect
Yes.
program.
Yeah. Now, for example, if you understand now in India, now we have over 3,000 members.
All right.
If you are going to India to do some work, you don't need to go to any place or Yellow Page or anything else.
Yeah.
Go to BNI meeting, get
Yeah.
our introduction. If you're a member, fine.
Yeah.
Even if not, we will give introduction. Go
Yeah.
there, attend the BNI meeting,
Okay.
and tell your story, what you have come here
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
and BNI members are ready to help. Because all
Alright.
are business people who wants to exchange businesses
Okay.
and things like that. A lot of Indians are now approaching. I have that, these, and everything. So can you connect us with the
Yeah.
local members?
Yeah. So it's quite interesting to know that can any person from any sort of area, any arena, any field join BNI as a member?
Yeah. As for consumer products, it may not work because you are going only advertising,
Okay.
right? Things that you need personal care, you develop relationship. Through relationship, you can develop businesses. Fine.
Okay. Anything that with regards to networking can
Yeah,
be
it works. And
applied
when
to
it comes to network, people are misunderstanding in Sri Lanka. And if you go to an old boy association, they look for their own friends.
Okay.
And then
Right.
they have a long
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole night or day with
Yes.
them.
Yes.
But here we don't. We teach our members, go and look for strangers. Get
New
introduced
people.
yourself.
Yes.
Have a chat. Get an appointment.
Yeah.
Now latest, if you go to our BNI worldwide website, they say now, I think one of the members written, we have about 700 odd meals in a year.
Okay.
So you say you make half the meals session
With someone else that you don't know.
in a meeting. Anyway, you're going to have it.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so now the viewers must be wondering how they can connect to BNI, because now it's very interesting, the story that you said, and I'm sure that there are young people and even people who are a little grown out there who would like to know how they can join BNI, how can they get associated with BNI. So can you tell us how that happens?
Yeah. Number one, my name is Marjan Manzil. My mobile number is 777-588-630.
All right.
They can call me. So I'm there to, even in the midnight, there to help them out.
Wow, that's very interesting. Yeah. Okay, so now you spoke about chapters.
Yeah.
You spoke about one person representing each chapter in the BNI.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what a chapter is and what is included in these chapters that you spoke about?
Yeah. A chapter is a group of business people and professionals. Each person is from different industry.
All right. Okay.
Then we have a set agenda given to them. Once a week they're supposed to meet. And we are very particular about attendance. If someone doesn't, unless he's sick, doesn't attend our meeting for in 6 months' time, 3 meetings, if he's absent, his membership will automatically get cancelled.
Okay.
So that everybody, it's our policy, and we tell them at the start. Some members are doing that, now they are following it. To overcome that, okay, someone is sick today, is admitted at the hospital, what he can do is he can send somebody as substitute. One of his assistant,
whoever represents
even his wife, girlfriend, anybody, who can come and even just read out the message, what he is supposed to. And he can hand over the referrals that happens in the meeting. During the agenda, there is a particular time spot where people will exchange referrals. He can hand over the referrals through substitute and collect any referrals that he is supposed to. So we have that kind of thing.
Okay.
So we don't have club activities.
Okay.
If you look at how the clubs operates, it's all seriously for business. We have a very serious agenda. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything is focused in the agenda for the benefit of generating referrals.
Okay.
Because if I am a member, we say a lawyer, the rest of the members, say 35 members are there, 34 members are going to bring business for me, which I promote to them. So each person, each professional given a 60-second slot every week to promote his business. And we do a training for them how to effectively speak within 60 seconds to promote their business.
Oh, okay.
And we have other training. There is another thing called 10 minutes presentation. It's on a wider thing, question and answer session all there, so they can promote the business. And there are other activities. There is, say, vice president of the chapter will do a review of the referrals already given to others.
Okay.
We will see follow-up, what is happening.
All right.
They say the master key in business is the follow-up, or in anything in life. So if you don't follow up, you lose. So we then make the members aware, if you don't follow up, you don't get business.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So things like that.
So is that the general manner that a chapter operates, or is there anything additional as well?
Yeah, we have additional lot of trainings are there.
All right.
The concepts are there. So Sri Lankans are very slow to accept these new concepts. So we are slowly going with each item. And we will train them quite a lot when they become. Now an entrepreneur or a professional has no time to go to business school.
Yeah.
But he will learn quite a lot of things through which he will generate business.
Okay.
Some members maybe just with a referral they can recover their membership fee and beyond.
Okay. Yeah. So more of that information I think you can deliver us during our commemoration of BNI at the Galdari. So Brigadier, would you like to tell us how does usually a meeting operate when we go, for a very new person when they go there? And is there any cost that is actually relevant or required for a new BNI member to be handling with?
To start off with, we invite now every member who comes is supposed to bring in visitors.
All right.
So those visitors, we allow them to come for 2 meetings free of cost. And then we have initial registration fee of 5,000 rupees, and then annual membership of 25,000.
Okay.
So that annual membership continues 25,000 each year annually, and the 5,000 is for initial registration fee. And these members, visitors who come in, are allowed to transact business or introduce their businesses to and do networking. And then after that, if they prefer, they could join us on the 3rd meeting, or they could leave. I mean, they are allowed.
Yeah.
And every a member is supposed to bring in a lot of visitors, so that we generate this through, as Mr. Mansil said, through word of mouth referrals and advertising and all that. And it is so happens that the members of this organization does marketing for each and every individual.
Okay.
And so it is a wide perspective where people in Sri Lanka are yet to understand and know, because every company or corporate sector or other small and medium sector, they want somebody to market their product.
Yeah, true.
But here the members are marketing for them, because everybody has a huge network behind them in various professions.
Okay.
So that is how it is operating. Is there anything else that you want to add?
Yeah. We provide all the members with badge, pin and all
Okay.
those things.
All right.
And also the founder chairman has written about 15 books, the vast knowledge on the business networking, word of mouth marketing, or so-called social capital.
All right.
So it's an all knowledge based thing. Now there is some member, if he wants, he can write his own marketing plan, annual marketing plan based on the word of mouth marketing.
Okay.
You don't get even by other professional body which are around such books around.
Okay.
So we are the only people in the world who do it.
All right. So now you were stressing on the fact that all the networking and all the operations in BNI are being done by the word of mouth. And I also read a bit about BNI, and I got to know this very interesting fact about the give and gain concept.
Give us gain.
Give us gain.
Give us gain.
Give us gain concept, and that it's basically based on the fact that what goes around comes around. So can you tell us the viewers a little bit about that, and how does that operate in BNI?
It's the two words business philosophy of BNI.
Okay.
It's
Give us
again, yeah, give us gain.
Right.
It's again coined by Dr. Ivan Meissner.
Right.
Now you already have said what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
So we accept all the members to come for our meetings, not to think about collecting referrals, but giving referrals to others
Okay.
from their own network of contacts.
Okay.
Everyone maybe has at least minimum 100 people known to him in the town. So from that 100 people only he is going to bring the business for other friends in the chapter network. So similarly, if you have say 20 people, which is a basic requirement to launch a chapter, so you have access to into 100, that is 2000 people around.
Wow.
So if everybody explore that 2000 people, and that's the first level. So say if referral comes from 100 people, those 100 people you can again tap on.
Okay.
So that will go to another 2000 people. Likewise, there are similar thing which we educate our members on that, and it goes and goes on.
All right.
Yeah.
So now these days, it's the era of social networking. So everybody is into social networking. Every single business out there, whoever is an entrepreneur, even in the corporate world, they get into social networking because they know and understand that it's the easiest way to get through towards marketing into people. But this whole word of mouth concept is very interesting to me because it has a very solid principle behind it, and it also has a long time benefit as well. So how do you, I'm just asking, if you compare the fact that social networking is very popular out there, how will the new members of BNI that you are reaching out to in Sri Lanka give feedback to for the word of mouth concept?
Right. Number one, now I'm also in different social networks.
Okay.
You see, there is something which doesn't help us in the social networking, the trust.
Exactly.
There is no trust.
Exactly.
Some unknown people are communicating fine.
Yeah.
We can, for the sake of talking and doing various fine things, okay. But when it comes to business, money matter, people would like to know who this person.
Exactly.
So if you are a BNI member, you come as a visitor, we give you a referral to go, and we don't say, don't tell my name. We say, go and tell my name.
You don't have anonymous people in BNI.
Yes.
Generally, people don't want to.
And we warn those people if they try to do that.
Yeah.
Never do that. We don't accept as a referral if they go that way.
Yeah.
So you are giving a referral or business opportunity for the other person to build a relationship which is a solid one, in person.
Exactly.
Now, there is a famous book called Never Eat Alone.
Which slightly refers to what you said before as well.
Right?
Meeting at meetings.
Never eat alone. That
Yes.
book, what the author is trying to promote is never eat alone. Anyway, you're going to have your lunch. Make
Yeah.
it a business lunch. Call someone you want to do business with.
Wow, that's very interesting.
So, for example, you want to sell some of your products to company X. You find out, identify who is the person responsible to buy from me.
Right.
So, invite for a lunch or dinner or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. One more thing, BNI, we don't believe in taking social things like taking alcohol and things like that.
Right. Yeah.
Where
That's
what happens is
important,
actually our concept is not that every BNI member drinks, they drinks, but not in the business time.
Exactly.
Because you get deviated from your main
Of course,
focus.
yes.
We have
So even
we have our agenda,
Right.
the set agenda. This is universal.
Right. So you don't
we have
deviate from that.
Yeah, we don't deviate from that,
Right.
and that is for 1 hour.
Right.
But in the meeting, if there's a referral, if they want to discuss more, we advocate people to meet one-to-one after the meeting.
Okay.
Outside the meeting, they
Right.
can meet somewhere for a chat or drink or
Right.
meal or something, and then promote their whatever the products.
Right.
So that meeting is scheduled. The agenda is 1 hour, and that is laid down. Not only Sri Lanka, internationally, that is been accepted and promoted.
Okay,
Followed.
so basically what the answer for my question is that, like Mr. Manjil said, there is accountability in BNI.
Yes.
It's not unlike social networking, unlike going online, that's basically face-to-face accountability.
Yeah.
All right, that's very, very important. Brigadier,
if
yes.
someone is giving us bogus referrals,
Yeah.
we have a system to
Okay.
sit with that person.
Right.
And of course, first we will tell him you're doing this, please stop it. Right? Or if you need help how to bring referrals, we will help you. We will find where the problem is.
Safeguards.
If you don't, so you have to go out of the group.
Say goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, so very interesting question that I have to ask you next is that, Brigadier, what do you think are the benefits that Sri Lanka can gain from an organization like BNI?
Yeah. Number one, now after this conflict, we have opened in the international world, there are a lot of business coming and out, I mean imports and exports.
Right.
Right, then development in the country.
Mm.
So a lot of business ventures are being operated, and a lot of transactions are taking place. So all these people need networking, and this BNI concept will help them to network and bring in more business. And we have done a lot of imports and exports. A lot of people have done through BNI, though we have just started, launched this chapter. And those benefits are immense. Now, for tourism,
Yeah.
for a lot of tour, now we have already given referrals to people to get tourists from America and various Thailand and various places. There's a tour operator amongst us,
Okay.
for example. So we have given them. So likewise, development and like steel manufacturers, hardware, all these people are there. So they gain a lot of business through this networking. So this will benefit the country as we are going forward into a lot of development. Anything else you have to
Can I
mention?
add something
Yes, of course,
into
Mr.
this? Now, for example, if you take Israel, where the conflict is always there, the Israelis, the Christians, the Muslim, Arabs,
Yeah.
all of them. You go to Israel, we have about 40 chapters.
Okay.
You will see all these three communities are sitting in the
Together?
same round table,
Yeah, round table for business.
helping each other in business.
Wow.
Fighting is there outside.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
similarly, the Tamils, Muslims, Sinhalese,
Burgers.
Yeah, no matter who,
everyone
ethnicity,
are
yeah.
helping each other here. Now we have a famous one, Mr. Eugene, is a burger, I suppose, who was a visitor from BNI Washington.
Okay.
He was here, he came for 1 or 2 meetings. He is connecting a lot of our members to businesses in the Americas.
Okay.
And now latest referral our tour operator has got from him. He is connecting with a tour operator there in a BNI chapter, where now our guy is going to get tourists coming from America. So we
Okay.
can definitely promote these.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the other thing is our members, when they go to any country, they can walk into BNI meeting.
Ah,
Of
okay.
course, now though we have said yeah, it's 4:30 p.m. meeting, because there's a slight
Time
conflict
difference.
or interest interesting thing in Sri Lanka about the timing.
Yeah,
So
true.
worldwide, mostly the chapter meeting is at 7 a.m.
Right.
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
7
It's a
a.m.
breakfast meeting.
Yeah, it's a breakfast meeting. They come, meet, and get back to their office before 9.
Wow, interesting.
But here we failed. For a long time we tried.
Right.
So ultimately we thought we put it in the evening.
Right.
Evening our people are doing okay, fine.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's the attitude again towards time.
yeah.
So it's okay for us. We have adjusted.
I think it's the cultural difference mostly.
Cultural
Yeah.
things.
And also, as he said, that ethnic problem will be solved because all of us are seated together around one table in Sri Lanka and doing a lot of exchange referrals and meetings and business and introducing each other. So
Right.
this is the thing that we are looking forward to. In addition to development, will occur once these communities get together and do things in a common platform.
Okay, so like you said, Brigadier, now when it comes to having specialized chapters, now say I'm interested in joining a corporate sector. I'm completely not in the corporate sector at all. So if I'm interested in networking with someone in the corporate sector, should I always represent myself, if I'm a BNI member, represent myself through a BNI, or can I actually meet that person outside as well, individually?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah. How it operates is basically now we will look at the applicant, what full-time profession or products that is doing sales or marketing are there with him.
Okay.
If someone says, I will pay 100,000 to BNI as a membership fee, but I don't have anything to sell. So we will not accept that application. It will be rejected.
Yes.
Because that person has no need to help others. He is not in the giver's gain philosophy.
Right.
So
right.
we look at that.
Right. Okay.
Application will be rejected.
Okay.
So we always see that someone who represent.
Right.
Of course, if someone represent a corporate sector company, if that person leaves that company can send another person in place of that.
Okay. Okay. Like a
So,
substitute.
Yeah.
If the company is registered with us.
If company
If
is
the company is
registered
registered.
and one person X is coming for a meeting,
Okay.
when he leaves or he changes his company, that company only has to look into sending another person.
Okay.
So that way we'll accept.
All right. But
She was asking about the individual, no? Now, as an individual.
yes,
if
as
I-
an individual, can
if
you
want
go
to
out
join.
and
Yeah,
meet
that's
somebody
what-
else who is not, who basically is not a part of BNI? That's not possible, is it?
Not possible.
Right. That's what I want to know.
No, they have to have some profession, or they have to be called a lawyer or exporter or importer. You must be entrepreneur. You must be involved in some sort of business or profession.
Basically, you have to be a goods or service provider
Yeah,
in order to
correct.
have that networking. Right. Okay.
Now, we had someone to whom was a visitor. We gave him a export order
Okay.
of a Sri Lankan produce. Came to some millions of dollars. This person was unique, was not attending our meeting, not registering as a member.
Okay.
We said, very sorry.
All right. And in that case, did he want to represent himself as a volunteer or something? Or what?
No, we don't have volunteers here.
Exactly.
They have to represent the business. They have
Exactly.
to come for the meeting.
Right.
They have to help other members, givers gain.
Right.
So all that
And
has to
2
happen.
meetings only free. After that, you become a member.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it.
Okay. So basically, it's not just gain. It's all you have to also
also
give.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
And
giving.
that is the
It's
catchphrase
giving.
there.
Yeah.
That is the catchphrase.
It's all about giving.
Yeah.
It's all about giving.
Yeah, and helping each other and
Yeah.
serving.
I think
each
all
other.
our faiths, even in Sri Lanka, whatever faith we belongs to,
Yeah.
are encouraging to give.
To give,
others,
of course, of
to
course.
give.
Yeah.
So when you do that, give to 100 people, 10 people giving you back is in abundance.
Yes.
Meritorious
You're well off.
activities.
Yes. Very true.
That is how it works.
All right. So now, what are the future? Where do you see BNI in, say, 5 or 10 years in Sri Lanka? What are the future plans immediately? If you just, make a vision of what BNI is going to do in the next following 5 or 10 years? What do you think Sri Lanka would face?
Now it's like, now we are the first chapter, the second chapter is in process.
Okay.
Up to about 10 chapters, my plan is to go in the English language. But people who can't speak English
are encouraged to speak in their own language.
They will come and they will learn also.
All right.
As the meeting goes on, they will learn. The famous thing that the founder chairman tells us, he has been to France. He doesn't know French.
Yeah. And French people don't speak English.
When he attend BNI meeting,
he
said, I fully understand the meeting because we have the same agenda.
Right.
We know what's going on at this point.
Right.
We have timed it.
Right.
At 7 o'clock what is spoken. At 7:10 what is there in the agenda. Even so, because it's a worldwide agenda. So it makes us easy to understand that.
Okay. Yeah, so development, she was asking, Sri Lanka will launch a second chapter, and we are looking at Kandy. Kandy also, we have initiated opening a chapter. So like we want to go to the major cities, even in Jaffna, Trincomalee, Hambantota, so all this Nigambu. So we should be able to open chapters and connect all these BNI, interconnect them also in Sri Lanka, where people from Jaffna will do business with Colombo, and Colombo will do with Hambantota and Vaticlo and all that, So we are hoping to take it island-wide. With this, we are with our today's program, and also with this networking anniversary event that is happening, people will come to know more about BNI.
Okay.
So we hope to promote it through newspapers, like through y'all and that sort of thing. Okay. So after this, I think it will take off ground, and we will launch other cities as well.
It definitely will.
We basically had a chapter in Kandy, which I have suspended.
All right.
Because of the time attitudes of this Kandian meeting.
Okay.
When you put meeting at 7 a.m., they come at 7:30.
Right.
Now when you put at 7:30, they come at 8.
Okay. But is that solely because of this morning atmosphere?
Children, schools, schooling problems and all that, transport.
No, it is there. For example, now if you say what's the country you visited?
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Okay.
Now, I contacted Vietnam National Director, and he said they have a similar traffic problem in the morning.
Right.
You
Bangkok
go to Bangkok, similar or severe than us.
Severe than us,
But they have morning meetings.
Yeah. It's all basically cultural.
And our foreign visitors, when they come here, they send me a mail. I'm so and so, wants to come for the meeting as a visitor. What time the meeting is? 7 or 7:30. I'm staying in this hotel or blah blah story. All they tell us.
Right.
I said, very sorry. Our meeting is at
4:30. All right. So I'm sure BNI will get into a place where everybody will come together, like you said, in the future. All the major cities will come together, and I'm sure the whole problem of punctuality will be solved as well. Because coming out of conflict, like the Brigadier said, people have different mentalities, which is transforming right now in Sri Lanka, as we can see very positively around us. So I think that will all come together very, very soon. So before we wrap up our segment, can you please tell the viewers how they can join the commemoration of BNI and the International Networking Week at the Galdari Hotel, and when, where? Can you, if you tell the viewers the details about it?
Yeah, right. Now we have the whole week is an International Networking Week, which is an initiative of the BNI worldwide.
Okay.
We want to bring the private sector, the government people, the business people, professional all in one place, and talk about this networking, business networking plus word of mouth marketing, all these concepts, basic concepts.
Yes.
We have organized for the first time in Sri Lanka at Hotel Galadari on the 7th at 6 p.m.
On the 7th of February at 6 p.m.
A 2 hours program we have set. That's 6 to 8 o'clock, where tea and coffee, all that is provided. And also we have priced it just 1,000 rupees, which is a lower price.
Okay.
We are given a...
Of course, yeah.
Its cost is higher than that, so we are giving people to come, not for, nikang Network, to pay something. And
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's
true.
very low. I mean, 1,000
Yeah.
rupees is nothing.
Yes, of course. Comparatively, it's very
hotel
low.
and
Yes.
things like that.
And also, they can become, after that, their membership forms will be there. If they want to become members after that session, they could always fill those forms and be members also.
All right.
Yeah.
Take that opportunity.
We will have 3 speakers speaking on this occasion
Networking.
also.
Okay.
We have a foreigner who has been a BNI member, a white man, he was a BNI member in Dubai. Now he has set up his business in Sri Lanka. He loves to be with us, so he'll be one of the speakers.
All right.
Then we are also now talking to a politician to come and speak about some aspect of this
Development.
thing.
And
Okay.
Then
So
other
basically, you
corporate
can look
sector, yeah.
forward to important discussions.
Yeah,
and-
corporate sector,
Yeah.
CEO, we are looking forward to inviting him
Right.
and all that. So,
Yes.
Okay.
cross-section of 3 speakers so that we could promote our program.
All right. So this is going to be held on the 7th at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
on the 7th of February at 6 p.m. At Galadari Hotel. Thank you so much, Mr. Manzil and Vignesh Jayawardhan, for being here. I'm sure that everybody learned a lot about BNI, and anybody is welcome for the commemoration, which is going to be
Yes,
happening.
everybody.
All right. So then,
Only thing, we have limited seats.
so you have to
First come,
register
first
very
Close
soon.
it
First
at
come.
100. Yeah.
All right. Okay. First come, first serve.
First
yeah.
come.
Okay, so then that wraps up our segment for today. I hope that you learned something about BNI, and I'm looking forward to being at the program as
meeting.
well. So please join us in the next segment, and for now, we have to say adios. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.